Hey everyone, and welcome to the All Elite Zone podcast on YouTube and Twitch, among other places. We're here for the best of Kurt Angle. I've been wanting to do this one ever since we started these Tuesday, but we normally do it on Tuesday. But these specials, I've always wanted to do Kurt Angle, and he has a lot of good matches. Of course, I couldn't put all of them in, but I tried to put the best ones. I put some of Kurt Angle's matches you probably didn't even know happened. Well, like when he first started wrestling to someone that's controversial. I guess I don't know. But yeah, if you guys would like to, well, the viewers, if you guys would like to join along with us, you can go to the All Elite Zone YouTube channel, go to the playlist, and there will be a playlist called Best of Kurt Angle. We'll be going to the first video in order all the way down.
All right.
So yeah,
let's do this.
Let's do this.
The first match should be the Memphis debut of Kurt Angle.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Ready when you guys are. You guys got a commercial?
No,
I'm going right into it, but I'm pressing play whenever y'all are ready.
All right, I'm ready.
Let's go.
All right, cool. Her with the vest on? Whoa. That leather vest. Didn't see that coming.
Tori, there's Harvey Whippleman.
Harvey Whippleman, yep.
Or people down here call him Bruno, downtown Bruno.
Yeah. Him and The Rock are actually pretty close.
Wow, look how young he was. Holy cow, he was.
You talk about a baby face, man.
I just want like his facial is just. All right, this should be a fun one. It almost looks like Lauren Bacon.
This doesn't fit him. Corey Macklin.
Some vintage Kurt Angle right here, man.
Was this like a WWE developmental, or was this just?
This was in Memphis. Well,
Yeah.
near where I am. It was basically like a developmental kind of, because like back then everyone went through Memphis. Like there's a lot of them. Jerry Lawler, Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage.
Yeah, I mean, you can go on, man.
There's a lot.
Nameless talent. I mean, endless
Rock.
talents just ran through there. Yeah, The Rock.
Yeah. Like this was their developmental territory. Well, like they had territories, you know. And this is
Yeah.
one of them. And then after this was probably
I just know if they were
OVW.
affiliated with WWE at this point, or even if they were.
This had to have been like the mid to late 90s.
Yeah,
Man, his promo game is so much better nowadays.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, from right we're watching right now to like the promos that he had done prior to his retirement. I mean, he has like improved so much over the years as far as his mic skills.
Kind of sad we put Sexy Kurt on the playlist.
I actually came across the list while I was doing some research about Kurt Angle. I think it was the top 10 things about Kurt Angle's WWE career that don't make sense, and I'll get to that in a little bit. But it's actually pretty fascinating how many of these things in his career that he hasn't accomplished. It's
Is this the Yellow Power Ranger?
That was fast.
that was a squash match.
That was it. Dang.
That was a quick squash.
That was like a suplex, and that was like a what belly base suplex. That was about it.
Wow, that was
I job that dude out.
definitely not.
That was his debut.
Best wrestlers under a mask. Jeez.
Who was that supposed to be? Ricky Starks in the white? Well, at first it looked like Ricky Starks.
I think that's Crash Holly right there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What's supposed to be going on?
Jeez.
Memphis, Tennessee, New Daisy. Yeah, I went by there a few times. New Daisy Theater.
All right, next video.
Kurt
Ready to
Angle.
go?
Yeah, Kurt Angle versus Tony Falk.
Who's Tony Falk?
He was in my area. You'd probably know who he is, but he's not really. He's more of a Memphis wrestler. So people down here know him a lot, I guess.
No, he's a local. Okay.
His son LT Falk wrestles a little bit. I'm pressing play.
All right, press and play now.
Dave Brown. He was in AEW one time when they came to South Haven. Now
see
we're
there-
getting
shout
into
out.
the
Shout
I
out
see
to
they're
the
trying new things with his gear.
Free the nipples.
uh,
At this point, wouldn't you just want to do just basic trunks?
yeah.
Yeah. I think they're just seeing what worked and what didn't work.
Hey, how's it going?
Jingle Bell. G.
Jingle Bell. Oh, Jing's Bell.
Kurt Angle was his best. Yeah, we're gonna in the playlist. We'll get to that. Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Did you guys see Slammiversary? I did see Slammiversary.
I have not watched it yet.
It
I haven't
was,
watched. I've seen a couple of highlights, but I haven't watched the show.
It was a good show, but if you guys watched it, the fifth person in that 10-man should not have been the person who it was. Kurt Angle. Caleb Conley.
I know
Like, it was
during
a-
that, like,
Oh, I was going to say, like, it was like Honor No More versus the TNA Originals, and the fifth person was Davey Richards. And this is like the 20 years of TNA Impact, 20 years of the entire company, and you
Yeah,
picked
it's
Davey
better.
Richards.
What?
I mean, I like Davey Richards, but
I know
overall,
the
I thought
clips
it
are.
was good.
I've seen a few clips, and I think the craziest bump of the night was when Chelsea went flying off the ladder.
Yeah, that was. Oh, that was pretty bad.
There's no way to be taught how to fall off a ladder. You know?
Kurt Angle was
Just
very
if you
boring
Go back to go.
on the mic. Then
Yeah, it was
He's
pretty
definitely-
bland at the time.
he definitely progressed over the years.
Yeah, definitely.
Just one thing.
Here we go.
Please. Oh, this is almost like watching Ring of Honor at parts. Ugh.
Oh,
That was it.
that was it.
What? What?
They didn't
was
give
that?
him much time back then, man. They didn't give him much time at all.
That was a TV. That was a TV match.
Who was that?
Ow.
Goldberg?
He had no time to do a soup. He had no time to suplex the dude and get a pin.
Who was
Who's the
this
guy with the blonde hair and black trunks?
He just came out of nowhere.
I have no idea
There's a
who that
picture of
is.
Goldberg,
Oh,
Ric
he
Flair,
just-
and Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, Goldberg and Hulk Hogan.
Did he just do a sting before Sting?
Yeah, he just no sold it.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle pulled a stinger.
Oh, well, heck's breaking loose now. Wow.
Yeah,
this
that's
is-
Donnybrook going down. Oh, it's broken.
Yellow
up.
Those
Power
are guys
Rangers
that
guy.
complain about AEW late. Just watch this. This is just.
I bet Kurt Angle squashed. I bet Kurt Angle squashed every one of his rivals in that promotion.
So far from his
Probably.
This is American wrestling. Anybody else got a beer commercial?
I think next we're going to have an actual match. Yeah,
got
I
an
think
axe
so.
promotion. Yep, it's Kurt Angle's WWE debut.
Ooh.
Back in '99. Press and play whenever you
Ready? Nope.
I press it.
Cool.
Like the match that we just watched was in 1999 too. So
Yeah.
Sean Stasiak.
Oh man,
No.
you remember what they did to that dude in the WWE? Sean Stasiak. I mean, ugh. He was
Refreshment.
turned into a bumbling fool. Like he would just slip and fall everywhere, and I think he was with PMS. They called him Meat.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
This is does Vince just have like a weird sense of humor?
Yeah, I think he does. He has like a fifth grade, fourth grade kind of sense of humor.
Kill Connors. John Stasiak was very funny.
I need to
I
go
haven't
back and
seen
watch
much
more of his stuff.
Yeah, I've seen it. Like I know who he is. I watched a few of his matches, but not. I don't know too much about him.
I remember more of him in WCW than WWE.
Yeah, like that's where I know him more from.
Anybody else having the urge to say you suck? You-
You suck. You suck.
It was supposed
And
to be
people
you're
still do
bald.
that today. Man.
It's supposed to be you're
Yes.
bald, but Edge turned it into you suck.
Yeah,
All these years, Edge created that.
Dang commercial. Dang it.
and it just stuck.
Dang it, Liberty Mitch. Dang
I mean, him and Edge had some pretty classic moments backstage. They had some very, very funny moments.
Dang. I just had like 2 ads back to back.
Oh no, don't say that because I'm fixing to get one of those women's commercials.
Let me fast forward.
All right, y'all on commercial.
Just
No,
got
I
out of it.
wasn't.
All right. All right, check this out, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all 10 things about Kurt Angle's career, WWE career, that does not make sense. The source comes from thesportster.com. Number 10, main eventing the Royal Rumble in 2006. That's something that didn't make sense. Number 10. Number 9, joining the Alliance whenever they had that whole thing going on. That made no sense at all. Number 8, stalking Shawn Mill, who was Booker T's wife. That was creepy as fuck.
Oh,
That was too messed up. Like
that was very creepy.
that, and when
I
Diamond,
mean-
who did Diamond Dallas Page do that to? Because didn't he do
Undertaker.
Yeah,
Yeah, he stopped Undertaker. Yeah. Let's see, where was it? Okay, winning. No. Number 7, moving to the WWE's reboot of ECW. That did not make sense at all. And I personally feel like it didn't make sense.
The whole like dynamic of that ECW did not make sense at all.
No, I think Vince just wanted to take it and just destroy it. I think that's and keep the library. You know.
Yeah.
That's why
let's
he didn't
see.
buy Ring of Honor.
Exactly. See, that's a thought, though. That's a thought. Let's see, number 6, winning the WCW championship from Booker T. That I didn't agree with at all when it happened.
The ECW.
No, the WCW.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't remember
like
that.
this-
I don't remember that storyline or match. Like, why? Is there like an explanation why it was? A bad
I mean,
call?
honestly speaking, the whole thing didn't make sense. It was horrible booking from the start, really. As far as the whole invasion angle and then the whole WCW championship, the whole thing was messed up from the beginning. I don't think they really had a clear end game to it. Really, I think they're just flying by the seams of their pants. You know.
Fair enough.
Let's see. 5, failing to beat John Cena for the WWE title at Survivor Series 2005. Yeah, that's unbelievable. He should have won that match personally, and I watched that match. He should have won that match.
Was that before he became Super Cena and the biggest baby face in the company?
Yeah. It was like right before his like big push. Like this is right before they started trying to shove him down everybody's throats. Let's see, at number 4, never winning a Royal Rumble match. He never won one.
Really, he never has.
That's surprising as hell that he's never won a Royal Rumble match. Personally,
That makes sad. Like he of all the athletes that should have won it, especially of his caliber, yeah, that's a huge shocker.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, to me, I think because his rookie year was probably his best year in the WWE. I think for his second year, he should have won the Royal Rumble. At least. Let's see. Number 3, the retirement match with Baron Corbin. Now that was a clusterfuck all on its own. That I remember when that happened. That pissed me off so much. And I'm thinking to myself,
we were just talking about that before we went live. That was such a disgrace.
I mean, if I could have picked anybody, I would have picked like Shelton Benjamin or somebody somebody else, somebody that's not Baron Corbin.
His son can do it.
Exactly. Had he not been injured, that would have been a perfect match.
Is that number 2 or number 1 about Jason Jordan?
No, actually, that was surprisingly that was not on the list. But it's no. I would say it's a notable mention, though. It's a notable mention. That was one of the dumbest things.
Like they ruined Jason Jordan's career. Like it doesn't matter where he goes. If he goes to another company, they've ruined his career.
Right.
He is not Kurt Angle's son. Looks nothing like him.
Maybe he's just,
I mean, I would believe if Gable was his son, that's more believable.
That's just someone was drunk when they was thinking about that. Like
that's what I'm guessing too.
Well, unless they had
number 2.
But
go ahead.
No, I was thinking about. I wonder if they had better plans for it and was gonna have a better blow off match, or something like a better storyline.
Yeah.
Unless Vince is like, wow, pal, it's just not clicking right.
But that's the MO of WWE, though. If Vince is in a storyline that he's not feeling at that present moment, he'll shut it down.
He can literally wake up and be like, "Yep, you're fired."
Right, exactly, on a whim.
All right.
Number 2, joining the Shield in 2017 at TLC.
Oh, that was a fun match.
I thought it was fun too. I disagree with that one. I actually thought that was pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, I think Roman Reigns was supposed to be in, but didn't he fail the drug policy or something?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, personally, I thought that match was fun to watch, and I mean, I know people that didn't agree with it, but I think whenever Kurt came out in the Shield gear, I popped. I thought it was cool.
And then he removed it, and came back out as regular Kurt Angle, which I thought was so I disagree with number 2 on that one.
I totally do too. At number 1, not winning the WWE Championship from Stone Cold Steve Austin at SummerSlam 2001. That I 100% agree with. He should have won that match.
Was that after they were both hurt or before?
I think it was before. I'm thinking it was before. I think so. Gotcha. I could be wrong, but I think it was before. But those are the 10 things that did not make sense in the career of Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
I wonder if they can. I wish she would accept the offer from AEW and do one final match. Heck, if Ric Flair could do one final match, I bet Kurt Angle could.
I think they.
You know what? You're not wrong about that.
Like they offered him several contracts, and he declined all of them. That was a pretty decent match with him and Sean Stasiak.
Yeah, that was pretty decent.
Better than those 2 squash matches, but
it makes me want to go back and watch this stuff because for a guy that put over Kurt Angle and to almost literally get squashed or jobbed out, man, he really sold everything.
Yeah. So the next match, as I said, is probably a bit controversy, just depending on who he's going against. But it is Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit, March 23rd, 2000.
I remember this match. It was such a good match too. It was so good.
I had to put it in here, but if you don't like Chris Benoit is on it, then you don't have to watch. But
at the same time, this is not defending his actions, but all the head injury and trauma he has, and
he was a phenomenal wrestler.
You can't take that away at all.
Yeah, I'm pressing play now.
Press and play.
This is on SmackDown.
Let's go. Chris Benoit versus Kurt Angle.
Oh, the WWF Rewind. That takes me back right there.
Yeah,
The WWF Rewind.
I used to have some of those CDs.
Man, it was.
Yeah, I did too. I had Aggression. I had this other one with all their theme songs. They sold a lot of CDs over the years.
I think Rey Mysterio sung a song. Booker T.
Yeah,
John
Rey
Cena,
Mysterio was rapping. Yeah,
Trish Stratus.
Rikishi did one. I remember Rikishi. He had a song. Put a little ass on it.
Maybe we should do a listen along.
He was
Like a karaoke kind of thing.
Right here, it was the Intercontinental and European champion.
Yeah, I remember this. And that's what's so cool about Kurt is that he was good at being that heel that thought he was doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Like he's such an asshole, but like in his mind, he's like the only one that's right. He's the only good person there. Everybody else, they're assholes.
We're gonna talk. That's
What happened?
Like that was the Kieran Jarrett, because Kieran Jarrett was like Jeff Jarrett's wife now was actually Kurt Angle's wife, and they got divorced, and then it turned into it turned into an actual storyline on TV.
Yeah, that angle was crazy. That whole storyline was nuts.
What you're saying is Kurt Angle and Jeff Jarrett knew there was money to be made and used their real life aggression, beat the out of each other, made great TV, and made.
That's exactly what they did.
Yeah,
that's exactly what they did.
I guess everybody's got to cope somehow.
I'm pretty sure at first they weren't on board with it, but once they see people were invested in it, and
it's kind of like it's like Edge and Lita and Matt Hardy. It was kind of the same thing.
I love that feud nonstop.
That was a good feud.
That
was a really good feud though.
From their steel cage match to SummerSlam.
Yeah, and Edge beat the hell out of Matt.
Chris Benoit was coming out, but why did they have Perry Saturn on the screen?
I don't know.
I think that was a botch.
And Jericho.
TJ
falls down.
Oh, that was weird.
You're the king. What's he doing here?
Dude, Jericho always has the best entrances.
Oh, TJ.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I miss this theme song.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome though, man. And then the crowd going nuts. Jericho flashing on the screen.
But as Jigs Bell, as Perk Angle, like once we get into TNA, the Kurt Angle on TNA was on another level. Like he did stuff. He was a superhero. He had superpowers. Well, the backstory about
he was drugged up. You wouldn't be able to tell.
The backstory of it was pretty bad. A lot of steroids and stuff outside of wrestling, but still, he was on the top of his game in his career at that point.
Yeah, I mean, he was a total pro. I mean, the thing is that he was in such a bad way in his life. You wouldn't be able to tell though watching him. You wouldn't be able to tell. He was like a machine in the ring, but his personal life was breaking down, and nobody really knew about it.
He gave everything for this company or any company really.
He got arrested a few times, I think.
Yeah.
Well, he was in TNA. He got arrested 2 or 3 times, I think.
Yeah, he did.
A lot of respect to the man, though. Like I said, for him to come out of all and beat his demons.
I love those I love those suplexes Kurt Angle does. He
so smooth.
Irish whips them into the ropes and does a suplex.
Very explosive. Did you put Brock versus Kurt Angle on this list?
They had a match.
Yeah, they had. Wasn't it WrestleMania where Brock Lesnar did the shooting star press and almost broke his?
Yeah, and almost broke his neck. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I think that was it.
I mean, because WWE probably got a chokehold on that match because a lot of these matches on YouTube and stuff, WWE, a lot of these matches they won't let be put on YouTube. You can only go watch it on Peacock.
I miss the network. I really do.
Yeah.
The network was awesome, man.
I think it had potential.
You know what silly show on the network that I missed was Camp WWE. That was a good show. It was
Dude,
silly
that
as
was
hell,
so
but it was good.
Do they still have
I
it
love Camp
somewhere?
WWE.
That made
I
me
mean, I don't know if you can find it anywhere else. I mean, I
think
haven't
it's
looked for it on
Peacock.
YouTube.
It's
Like,
on
is that-
Oh,
Peacock.
they still have it on there?
Yeah,
I mean, because
they
that
don't
was
make
pretty. That was very adult.
like they don't make any new stuff of it anymore, but it's on there. Like anything that was on the network, that like they don't like Swerve. I love Swerve.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good show.
I like when Ric Flair pulled up to the arena, and they said that he wasn't on the list. He flipped
Oh
out.
yeah, I remember that. He went batshit crazy.
He said,
Do
"You
you know
don't know
who
who
I
I am. You don't know who I am."
I might have to go watch that. I might have to YouTube that.
I
He
mean,
said, "You
seeing
seriously
Ric
don't
Flair
know who I am?"
snap is the most hilarious thing in the world.
Then Seth Rollins was the
Oh.
current champion at the time. Then he said, "You like I'm the freaking champion of the show. You're not and you're saying I'm
Yeah.
not on the list." Kurt Angle just slipped out of the ring, or was that on purpose?
Just shout out to Benoit.
Yep.
Like, they both look so smooth and explosive.
Uh,
Jericho, don't do it.
Jericho's
Ooh.
got the.
Wow,
Ah,
he clocked him. He clocked him with that belt.
How dare you? Well, he got both of them.
Good match.
But I
Though.
remember the
Like,
lead up to this whole thing. I mean, it got pretty intense.
yeah,
To that
it-
triple threat match.
Walls of Jericho.
dang man, I wanted to see more. Like, I want to see
He's
these two
already-
out wrestle each other.
I think they went on to have a triple threat match for the IC belt, I believe. I could be wrong.
I like when it was when the WWE like the invasion thing, when it was WWE's referees versus the WCW referees,
What?
and like they had a feud.
Yeah.
Like they literally had a rivalry, and like they had matches, and
Gosh.
That's cool. That is pretty cool, actually.
I can watch these moments because
it was Teddy Long, he's a referee.
Teddy Long is a oh my.
He was a referee,
Teddy
wrestler,
Long.
manager, general manager.
Yeah, Teddy Long's done it all in the business except for wrestle.
I think he wrestled a few times, but years.
Talk about-
No, that was a long time ago.
That is it. Oh my gosh, Jericho is
Rachel, long time watcher, first time coming. Well, thank you, Rachel.
Thank you, Rochelle. You're a sweetheart.
Rochelle.
I appreciate. Thank you. I'm glad that you're enjoying the show. All right, you guys on the next one already.
Kurt Angle
Oh,
was
yeah.
Rob Van Dam.
Oh,
The
I'm playing
whole
it.
fucking show.
This
Mr.
match is even that.
I loved RVD's running in WWE. When he first came through, I loved it. I thought it was cool.
oh, it's still awesome. Oh man, they could the entrance.
The only thing that derailed it was him and Sabu getting busted
Sabu was
with weed. I think that's what put the stop to it.
I just love how his like attire gets better and better every match we watch.
That was
Yeah.
very quick entrances. They must have cut that out.
Yeah, I think.
There's no way they walked to the ring that fast.
No.
Just listen to that. Wow, I am not. Man, like I give the early 2000s their credit. Like every show that, no matter where they were at, always had a great crowd.
Yeah, they always had
Still hear
a
this,
sick
like,
crowd.
wow, this is every bump, every hit, every slam. This is how wrestling needs to be. We need to get back to this. So we need to get back to being very supportive in the crowd. Just enjoy
Yeah.
wrestling, man. We need this more. We don't.
I remember, like during those days, when the show first started, and throughout the show, it was covered with signs. Like everyone would bring a sign. Like you see some of that nowadays, but not as popular as it was.
Well, I think
Right.
like, so with with WWE, like there was stories of like fans bringing signs in and the WWE taking them away.
Yeah, I heard
Or
about
like,
Mhm.
when
it's
me
like-
and Chris went to AEW Nashville, he had a sign the gun club, but it said the like ass boys, but
Mhm.
he put gun club and then he put A and then he like he did put the full word like like he put two
he
different yeah and
Oh, okay. I see. I get what you're saying.
then they like asked him like are they part of the show, like that's their names, then we just went along with it. So yeah, that's their names, they're called the ass boys.
well, no, and think about it, Danhausen was really what the first one that started that, and now look at it, it's one of the best things on with AEW, one of the most
Right.
over wrestling. All it takes is one time of saying something, especially when it's going back to Billy Gunn being an ass man. So
Right.
yeah, I just love every week when the Acclaimed go. It was Anthony Bowens where he's like, "Scissor me, daddy." Like, every
Yeah,
time
that was
I lose-
hilarious.
like every week he's doing it, and I just lose it every time. It's
It is hilarious.
it's okay. I think it's okay to have comedy in wrestling because there's times like we don't need every storyline to be 100% serious. But I'm invested in this. I want to see more of the Ass Boys and the Acclaim together.
I'm enjoying it personally too. I mean, I'm enjoying it.
RVD was so good.
Oh, yeah.
RVD was, yeah, that would have been a good match.
Oh, that would
Yeah.
be amazing. Well, RVD could probably still go, but I think he's just enjoying his alternative lifestyle.
He's he's got like 2 wives, doesn't he? Or like the
2
like the
wives.
I
pay-
think he has Kate Forbes
Lovely.
and I
Like
think he has
every time-
he has a handful with Kate Forbes as it is.
I don't know what
What a
that move's
spin
called,
kick.
but I don't know what that move's
Or
called. But
what?
every time like Rob Van Dam does that move from the top, well, how do I put it? Like the move that they just
Yeah,
did.
leg drop.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
very painful.
A spinning leg drop in the
Yeah, I think so. 'Cause it looks painful on both ends.
Ow. I bet his knees
But-
got to be bad for that.
But put Rob Van Dam and Darby in a ECW 19 something. Like put it in that era. That would have been so good.
Oh,
96 will be perfect.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kurt
That was
Angle.
that
His
was
lips
like
busted.
vintage ECW. It was like 95, 96.
Yeah, his mouth's busted open pretty good.
Makes me want to. I'm thinking about going back and like watching ECW, or like trying to watch as much as I can in order.
I tried to watch ECW from the beginning to end, but when I watched the first of it, it was Eastern Championship Wrestling before they went to Extreme Championship Wrestling.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And they had Terry Funk, Davey Boy Smith, had a few others, but I like to watch the beginning to how Eastern Championship Wrestling transitioned into ECW.
Yeah.
That
Then
would
they
be
had
fun.
Jimmy Snooker for a while, the Superfly. They had him there. Dusty Rhodes, he went through ECW for a little bit.
Because it's hard times, baby. Hard times. But
He had to put that food on. He had to put that food on the table, Daddy.
That was a good impersonation.
we should do an ECW night on here.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do that.
Yeah,
I realize there's so
that's-
many.
that sounds fun.
I
Shout
want
out
to
in
do
the
another.
comments if you want us to do a watch along to a certain wrestler or a certain time frame in ECW or a certain match type.
I gotta use the restroom. I'll be right back, but y'all can continue the match.
Sounds good.
Cool.
If I'm not back by the match is over, y'all can just.
Pause
I
and
guess
talk.
Yeah, we can pause and talk. We got
I'll be
plenty
back.
to talk about. Kurt Angle. There's a lot of things we can talk about.
Yeah,
Like,
Kurt Angle was
I-
bleeding pretty good.
Oh yeah, is this before the no blood policy?
Yes, it was right. I think it was like right before it. Right
Yeah.
before it happened. Because this is like right before they went PG. Like a little bit early before they went PG.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because this is like what the ruthless aggression era, correct?
Yeah.
It's like so it's back when it was the transitional period. Which I wish
Right.
they. I wish they
And the thing
could go
is,
back.
right?
Good, sorry.
I mean, the way the way they're doing it, like the way they did it at this point in time, you could have blood, but it had to make sense within the context of the story. Like you couldn't
You
just
could,
bleed to bleed, you
well,
know.
like you said, it wasn't like a random it wasn't like how GCW is now or Attitude Era. Like it made sense, but it wasn't as much. Where you could bring your maybe you can bring your kids that are a little bit older into the show.
Right.
Yeah, I wonder if they could ever do something like I think if they want to bring back us traditional wrestling fans, they could why don't they could have like a show, even if it's just on Peacock on the like how NXT was, where it was a little more edge, a little more, give us more wrestling like how NXT was. But corporate doesn't see it that way.
Right.
They see the WWE as more of a, like I say it a few times, they see it more as a circus nowadays, like where it's the name value, not the story being told in the ring or the wrestlers. It's a mixture of
That's a good
sitcoms
way to
and
put it.
so they can make it's almost like a mixture of sitcoms and like real TV dramas in a way, because they have like the
Yeah.
goofy
Yeah.
angles. They have some decent wrestling matches, but it kind of feels like you can watch each episode, and it can be like it's standalone episode. It's not like you're not going to see, besides maybe from Roman Reigns, but you don't really see a huge progression in any kind of character story arc, at least anymore, at least from what I've seen. Now I could be wrong. Shout
Yeah.
out in the comments if I'm wrong, but this is just personal opinion. But things.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think with the direction that WWE is going right now, I mean, they're going to be losing more fans. You know, they're going to start losing more fans in the direction they're going at this point. The way I see it, because to me, they're not paying. They're not giving a damn about the wrestling. They don't care about the wrestling. They're trying to entertain. And the thing is, when you have wrestling fans, you have to provide wrestling for wrestling fans. They don't want to. They don't want to see, Young and the Restless when they watch their wrestling. They don't want to. They don't want to watch. They don't want to see campy stuff when they watch their wrestling. I mean, they
I
want to
don't wanna
watch
see
a
it.
wrestling show.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, this is the referee spot. Oh my gosh. What the heck?
what?
Oh, well, there's no referee in the ring, so it doesn't
No
count.
ref. There's no ref.
Oh,
There's
there's
no ref.
WCW and ECW.
And he's tapping.
ECW
And he's
the WWE.
tapping.
Oh my gosh.
Here's RVD
What
tapping.
just happened?
Was that Shane?
What just happened?
That was Shane McMahon.
No, what? My God, what has he done? My
And he
God.
runs through the crowd like a madman.
1, 2. And Rob Van Dam.
And now Earl. Is that Earl Hebner? There's Earl.
Yes, Earl Hebner.
RVD.
Shane's so off on his
RVD just saved RVD. I mean, Shane saved RVD's ass right there.
Oh, dude.
Curtis about
That's
ready to
true.
snap his ankle in half.
Right. Commercial. Right at the end. I want to see what happens.
Well, is everybody from ECW running out for him?
Dude, it still upset that ECW closed.
I mean, I know it does suck, but I think at the same time, I mean, the way they're wrestling, the way they did their thing, you can't do that all the time and not have it affect you in a huge way. Like you can't do that all the time. As
No.
far as like the high risk, dangerous, hard hitting matches that the ECW was known for.
Yeah.
In a way, I think what WWF was trying to do was take away all the danger from it. And thing is, I see the point in that, but at the same time, they watered it all down, and just made
Like,
it to
you
where
could
it was a shell of its former self.
You could still give us good wrestling matches without really going crazy extreme.
Right? Totally, they could totally, absolutely do that.
Even just going back to Blood and Guts, the first one with Jericho where he crashed into crash pads, and fans were
Yeah.
really bashing AEW for that. I'm like, well, you want this man to die?
Right? That's what I
Like,
was thinking. Like you people are insane. You want to see this man bust his head on concrete from the fall from a cage? Is that what you people want?
Well, even just like looking back at ECW and or even look at Kurt Angle, who we're talking about, who are watching and talking about now. Think about his body is so torn up with some of the stuff that he did.
Yeah.
look what happened. Fortunately, with Jeff, Matt Hardy, they're both. I even met John Moxley. Like when he was like just watching him walk, man, he looked like he was in serious pain too.
Yeah.
It's like I can see why extreme wrestling is kind of a little more watered down nowadays.
I think in moderation, I think sporadically, I think it's cool. But to do it all the time, it's going to damage. It's going to desensitize a lot of people to violence. And I mean, I think, like I said, every now and then, I think it's cool to have a good hardcore match every now and then. Get rid of the bad blood. But for ECW to try to thrive on that with every single show they did, it was going to end careers. It was going to shorten careers.
Yeah,
And I mean,
not just every week.
Was that the end of Benoit?
Yeah.
I mean,
yep.
was it the RVD? So now it's Edge and Kurt Angle.
Ooh,
Yeah,
hair
hair
versus
versus hair match.
I
Oh,
wonder
this is
who
gonna be
wins
good.
this one.
Huh?
Yeah, because I totally remember when this happened. I thought it was cool storytelling. And I'm not really a hair versus hair kind of guy, but when you have a good story blended in with it, I'm in. I'm invested.
I'm
You guys ready?
Let's
go.
play now.
Press and play.
Oh, here we go. The Rated R Superstar versus the Olympian. Shout out to the stage, man.
That's a
what
great
is this one?
stage. The Judgment Day stage, that was pretty cool.
Oh, I wish WWE would bring this back. Or even like that's one thing I have to admit about really AEW and WWE. I wish they would do a little bit better. Is give us a little more theme on the stage. Like give us something a little extra.
Yeah.
I know WrestleMania and and I know the what is it? Is it Full Gear? No, it Full Gear. No, it was Revolution. They had a pretty cool setup for Revolution, but I don't know, just give us something different. Like make it look, put some kind of different because sign up there. Yeah, then again, I know it's not cheap, but man, like looking at this, like
it's pretty expensive.
Yeah, but like looking at how the Trons are set up, like I said, it doesn't look like it would be that different from what they normally would do. I like the setup for sure.
I think my all-time favorite stage was like Halloween Havoc back in the day. That was like my all-time favorite. I thought that was so cool.
That was always like my favorite part about playing like the 2K series was just coming out with that stage.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
Or even like what was it? It was it was WrestleMania from was it Orlando that had the roller coaster, or is that California?
Yeah, that was Orlando. That was Orlando.
Yeah, that one.
That was pretty cool set. I love that set.
Yeah, that one turned out amazing. It's so wild to me that we now looking back now looking in 2022, we have Edge wrestling still. We have Sting, Christian, wrestlers that we never thought we'd see ever wrestle in a ring again.
Right? Think about that. I mean, jeez. Oh, whoa.
That's gotta hurt. That bump right on the back. Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
You watch that? Oh man, just watch that replay.
That landed, man. Oh, jeez. Right on his butt bone, dude. That has to hurt.
He's probably bruised something. Oh, you're gonna.
And that padding on the floor is like probably like about like that thick. It's not really that thick.
Right on the concrete.
It's like a wrestling mat. It's like a wrestling mat at a high school field house.
What time stamp are y'all at?
307.
Yep, 307.
All right.
Give or take. I kind of like this angle gear right now. I wonder if they ever made a figure of this one because I'm liking this setup. I like it. It's a little different without the the red, white, and blue stuff. This is kind of a different look for him.
Yeah, the red on the red on blue with the blue stripes.
Yeah, that's. Was there any other like time
Ooh.
like he really didn't wear red, white, or blue?
Hmm.
Or because think about it, I was thinking about it, almost besides the first two moments we watched with him earlier, but think about it. I haven't really seen a Kurt Angle match without him wearing something, to show, hey, I'm an Olympian.
I mean, I think there's a few like his WrestleMania with Brock Lesnar. I think he wore like a special Olympic type of gear.
Yeah, forgot about that. That's true. I just like love how he uses.
So you get to see Kurt Angle's vicious side in this match, which is what I think is cool.
Because this is like really like the start of his prime.
Yeah.
Like
I think Kurt Angle would have been good against Omega. Yeah, that would have been good if he was the two.
Oh man.
If he was Perk Angle on TNA versus
King.
Kenny Omega, that would have been an awesome match.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Kurt Angle in his prime versus Omega, that would have been dope. That would be awesome.
Like it couldn't be Kurt Angle in WWE. It had to be Perk Angle in TNA. He was on a whole nother level.
But
he was a machine in TNA, though, man.
He was a completely different wrestler in TNA.
Do yourself a favor and go watch one of my favorite matches I suggested for this one. Cody versus Kurt Angle from What Culture's wrestling promotion.
Oh, I have not seen that match. I've heard about the match. I've never seen it.
One of like Cody's like first matches after being released, and oh my gosh, it is one of the best wrestling matches. Probably one of Kurt Angle's like one of his last good matches before he went back. So if for you guys in the comments and for of course my boys watching right now, like I would go watch it. It's seriously like the whole story being told. The wrestling is perfect. It's probably the closest thing we're gonna get to Omega versus Kurt Angle.
I'm gonna have to look that up and put that in my watch later list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of like once Cody left, like that's when I started my transition into like more of the independent stuff, and also that's where like in the same like I think the same weekend or like the same the same time frame he had like his match with Marty Scurll. So that was the first time I saw the villain too. And so I got to see one of my favorite wrestlers growing up, and then I got to see who I thought was gonna be one of the next big things in wrestling at the time. And of course, Cody Rhodes. Nothing against Cody.
I've always been a Cody fan.
Yeah, I gotta thank Cody because he's the one that helped get my fiance into wrestling.
Awesome.
So this is like right after we first started. We got together and we're sitting there, and I'm scrolling through Instagram, and one of Cody's like videos popped up with Pharaoh and Yeti. And so of course I clicked it, and I was watching it, and she's like, "Oh, those are cute puppers. Here's the page." And I showed her, I'm like, "He's a wrestler." And then that next week, she's like, "Hey, I know you're watching wrestling tonight. Can I come over and watch it?" And then next thing you know, like, every week we've been watching AEW together.
That's cool, man. That's really cool.
It's very hard to find someone like that.
Yeah.
Especially in my situation.
That's why I put a ring on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I missed a villain. I missed a villain too.
Same.
I mean, I do. But look at what he did. You can't dismiss what he did. So
he's more entertaining than half the roster in AEW. Like I would love for him to at the end of Rampage or something just to sing. Like that's what his main thing in ROH was. Like he would sing any song. I like when he sung there's a Britney Spears song.
He sung a Britney Spears song. Oh, that's gotta be on YouTube. I gotta find that. That's gotta be on YouTube.
On the Jericho Cruise, he sung NSYNC.
Oh man, he had some fun times on Jericho Cruise. Like we need to go on the 4-leaf clover. Like all of us, we should go on the 4-leaf clover. Just because I've seen Moxley sing "Sweet Caroline."
Yeah, I saw that too. Yep.
There was one. It was Marty Scurll, Cody Rhodes, and the Young Bucks singing. I can't remember what it was called, but they cannot sing. Like they're good at wrestling, but Marty can sing, but that just didn't go.
They
good
shouldn't try out
for
for American stuff. They shouldn't try out for American Idol anytime
them.
soon.
Cody and them just couldn't stop laughing through the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I'd be busted.
That sounds like fun. I want to watch that. There's got to be a video of that on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, they have. Well, this was in Starcast. What I'm talking about, but like they have all the Marty Scurll. Just put Marty Scurll singing, and you'll see all of them. Rest in peace, Joey Ryan. if anyone's seen being the Elite BTE of when Joey
Don't
Ryan
forget
died,
the resurrection.
I haven't seen the last episode.
yeah, he resurrected. But it was a sad time.
Oh man.
And then they had that funeral.
Oh man.
You know, it's
TNA did something like that.
It's so sad that that you'll never see him wrestle again.
No.
Wasn't he supposed to come to AEW too? But then the allegations came out, or is that? Is it not supposed to come to TNA?
I think they had interest in signing him, but they.
Yeah.
I don't know where all that went. I would assume.
I think once everything came out, they kind of dropped it all. Once everything came out about him.
Yeah. Rest in peace. He's going to be very missed.
That's sad. But I don't know. Like, do you think do you think we should just go to get some training and count kind of like how Sammy did? Do you think that could make things
like
better,
sensitivity training and stuff like that?
Or do you think it's just a waste of time now with it and just move on?
What's who, Joey Ryan?
I would love to see. Think about it. Marty Scurll, we could bring him in to do Ring of Honor, and he would be great as a small.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I sadly just don't think it's gonna happen now. I've been hoping for 2 years, but
yeah.
Sad.
Because now, it's a different time these days. People aren't going to look past all that nowadays.
I still don't agree with Brian Kendrick. They booked him to come on against Moxley, I think. Then 24 hours later they cancel him for something he said 2 decades ago. 2 decades.
Yeah, that was stupid. That was very stupid.
What else is he supposed to do? He already apologized for it years
unless
ago.
it wasn't Tony Khan that made the decision.
Probably because
higher than Tony.
Because people started bringing it up from 2 decades ago, and then it started trending, and then TNT probably saw it, and then they made him do that. But that's the exact same reason they don't want to set that TNT and TBS won't let them sign the Briscoes for some of those years. It's can we go back on something that Mr. McMahon said years ago and get him fired right now?
Well, he even apologized.
No, we can't do
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
He put out
he didn't even apologize for it.
Vince video there. Well, Vince didn't, but
someone playing a video game?
Yeah,
no, I wasn't playing. I think. Hold on, mine just went to a commercial. Hold on.
Oh, never mind. It was. I thought it was commercial. The Old Spice.
Yeah.
Or DDT.
All right, I'm back now.
No.
Oh my god!
Oh.
I just saw the ref bump. That was sick.
One time when I was refereeing a match, it was a 2 count, but I was meaning to put 2 up, but instead I put both middle fingers up instead. It was hard because you're trying to do different motions, and then it just happened.
It just happened.
Then I did it straight at the.
Connor was just playing as Stone Cold.
I did it straight at the commentator's table too.
Nice.
I was criticized for it ever since then, but eventually it turned into a joke.
Dude, that could just be like your spot. That could be like your spot. Just
And then other people start copying it. Other people.
oh, come on. Like it's
See,
oh,
often imitated but never duplicated.
like Connor, like you could have been, you could have been the next what's her name? Fudge. Aubrey Edwards. Yes, you could be the next Aubrey Edwards. Like you could like oversold it every time you did so. You just be like,
I'd like to referee again, but I don't know if I'll get the opportunity to do that again.
let's just start our own wrestling promotion. We can do it. We'll just start a GoFundMe. We'll just link in the comment section below, and you guys can fund our wrestling promotion.
Yeah,
There you go.
I've had experience in that department too, trying to. Well, I wasn't over it, but the person who was doing it didn't know what the heck they were doing. Like it was basically the same thing every week, and then I would do my best to bring in new wrestlers and stuff, and then like then he would bring the guys I would bring in. He would like squash them in like little matches, but these guys were better than his weekly talent. And then I just decided, I just said the heck with it. I'm not bringing anyone in. So after that happened, the show went down. The same thing every week. But that's just that wasn't my own promotion. I would have done things a whole lot differently.
Well,
I'd like to run my own wrestling promotion one day, but that's a lot of money too.
yeah. Well, the thing is, I can see
Oh,
it
yeah.
with
That is a lot of
mind,
money.
like, you'd be a really good booker.
Would you say?
No, I'm saying like you'd be a good booker.
I hope I would be.
Yeah, I think you'd make a great booker, dude.
This I'm like talking right here. Like, I would love to do some more fantasy booking like shows and see
Aiden.
kind of the potential that I want to see more. Because I can see potential in you. I want to see how I want to see that brain more in action.
With my I actually made a fantasy my own wrestling promotion, but like realistically wrestlers like I could book, not like Kenny Omega, Young Bucks, like realistically starting a fresh promotion, and like I had like a year's worth of shows written.
No kidding. Dang, that was screwy finish. Dang, Edge. Was this heel Edge or was this babyface Edge?
This is babyface Edge, I believe. Because I think Kurt was playing the heel at this time.
Cause I know Edge don't go bald. What time stamp are y'all at?
I'm right now at the end of the match.
Yeah, I just finished the match.
No, not our commercial. Dang it.
I don't know how I got this.
And Edge is about to
right
hit
away.
the execution on Kurt on my end.
There we go. All right, Kurt. So why did they shave Kurt's head? Was he going bald or was this
Yeah, he was balding. He was already going bald, and that was the way they wrote it into the story. It was just for him to cut his hair.
Because that's what I thought.
You probably don't notice it, but he has a little bitty bald spot back there.
And that's what we were doing to Jericho. Like I thought Jericho was going to shave his head because, like, I think he's nothing against the goat. Sorry, Jericho, if you're listening, but I thought you had a bald spot in your head. I thought that's where we were heading. I thought we were going to see Jericho either shaved his head completely or see because I would love to see Breaking Bad Jericho.
Oh, that mane ain't going anywhere.
Bring back Suit Jericho with the frosted tips. He was running. Oh boy. Okay, this has got to be one of the best hair versus hair matches.
I think so.
On my end, Edge is fixing to shave his head.
Yeah, they're about to. But he ran off.
He's in the chair on my end.
Nice. What?
Kurt is so stupid.
Oh yeah, it's just totally gonna fall from that.
Oh man.
This has been a fun one. This is probably one of the best ones I've seen in a while. Oh man, they bleeped it.
What time snip are y'all at? Because I
man.
want
Right now, I'm at 1758.
I'm at 18.
And
This is 18?
right now, Edge is chasing Kurt Angle all around backstage.
Yeah. See, I love it all around the arena. I miss stuff like this. I wish they would do this a little bit more.
Yeah, me too, man.
Yeah, I've seen that on Twitter before it went on here, and I'm not excited for it. Just to be honest with you. But it's going to give Tony Storm a chance to showcase herself more.
Oh yeah, Tony's.
The more Tony Storm, the better.
I do not care for Marina Shafir. Her theme song's boring. She cannot wrestle. I'm just tired.
Comes off as kind of bland. To me, she comes off as kind of bland.
Has she been on Dynamite before?
Yeah, she went against
Yeah.
Thunder
Like
Rosa.
Dropper,
I think she went against
Okay.
Jade Cargill. Then she's like it's like
I mean, there's
punishment.
nothing to write home
for me,
about,
right?
but you
for
know, she was
wrestling.
on the show.
I mean, I just can't. And she was in
Unless,
NXT. I don't even know how they. Like, I don't even think she was on TV much in NXT when she was there.
Unless Tony's getting her trained and getting
But, like,
her
this
same
is-
experience.
But like, they're on TNT and TBS. Like, this is not YouTube. They need to be
They just put her
focusing. Yeah, they need to be showcasing their top women talent every week.
Yeah.
And then when she's ready, then put her on Dynamite and like when she's progressed more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that. I totally do.
I see potential in her, but I just don't.
But she needs to go to dark for a little bit.
I wouldn't mind her going to Ring of Honor if they have that as a developmental.
Ah, dang it! Right in the good part. Dang it! I was watching
Yeah,
it
it's-
again. No,
Yeah,
no.
he's shaving his head.
Just need to invest in
Oh,
YouTube.
man.
Prime. Oh my gosh,
Oh man.
he's sure not feeling like hurt now.
I remember Vincent Mann got his head shaved.
That was
it-
hilarious. I love when that happened. Donald Trump shaved his head.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, last president match.
That was a funny WrestleMania 23.
Just seeing Vince whining and crying as his face was his head was shaved. That
Well,
was
didn't
so
she
that moment right there alone was worth the price of admission.
Then he started wearing a do-rag after that.
Yeah, that's whenever he was going through ECW. He had the ECW title
Oh.
and all that stuff.
Was that when he said that controversial thing to Booker T?
Yeah,
Was
yeah, it was around the same time.
We need to go back on
What's
that.
up, nigga?
I'm tired. It's giving some man cancer.
I'm surprised that hasn't got him canceled. You know, I'm
Yeah,
surprised it's
see-
took him like.
I mean, different time.
See, Brian Kendrick and other people got canceled, but he doesn't.
Because he's got
Exactly.
the money.
Yeah, he's the man with the
Then
big
again-
bucks. He's the one that signs the checks.
Oh man.
My curiosity is how do they find out? Right? Like, I wonder if oh shit.
Oh man.
Edge just
Oh, no.
Edge just shaving his head pretty fast. Don't cut him.
I bet that would hurt. Because I've seen some of them do hair versus hair matches, and they just. Yeah, like that's what it was intended to be, but it got switched around to use suck. I don't think he got all the way, but he's
No, he didn't.
Oh yeah.
still.
But you know what? I saw this really controversial today. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's funny. That is so funny.
He's crying.
Look at Kurt crying.
Poor Kurt.
Oh, that was
Oh my
great.
God.
Oh man, I
I'm glad this
missed
went
those
on.
days.
Uh,
This when WWF was worth watching.
oh yeah, I remember. That was when it was. You couldn't. You couldn't miss anything.
Right. That's when everybody and their mother was watching.
Yeah. Back then, where you could record stuff on a VHS, but you couldn't like do like you can now. No, the next match
Right.
is Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels. This match is one of the
Oh.
best Kurt Angle matches of all time.
Classic.
This match
Gotta
was
be. It's
insane.
WrestleMania. All right, y'all ready? You guys
Yeah.
ready?
Yeah, press play.
I'm ready whenever you are. Oh, hold on. I still got a commercial. Damn it.
I press pause.
All right, I'm ready whenever y'all are.
All right, let's go.
And this was. I watched it a few months ago, and watched it like it was new. And, man, Kurt Angle
It's a
was.
great match.
I won't say anything, but he gets. It's kind of like the last match we just watched, but a little bit more. Amped up.
I'm not gonna lie, I've not seen this one.
Oh man, you're in for a good one. This is good. I remember watching this when it happened.
Kurt Angle shows off all his emotions in this match.
Yeah.
he gets desperate.
Oh,
I like in a wrestling match when it gets desperate. Like you gotta do anything to win. Like you're just desperate.
just that slap,
Oh.
man.
Oh,
Disrespectful.
I kind of wish they
Oh,
would have kept the
super-
entrances in this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a good.
Kurt Angle's doing some amateur wrestling.
Ah, dang it. Another commercial. I just started watching the dang video,
I'm
YouTube.
going on the commercial
I don't need
too.
like
Damn it.
commercial.
Oh no,
What the?
no, I got a commercial.
Really?
Uh,
YouTube. Like, I don't need a commercial every dang 10 seconds.
Whenever you're back, let me know.
I get two. I don't need to check my FICO score. Thank you very much.
all right, I'm ready.
All right,
All right,
cool.
I'm good.
I got a. Well, I don't know how to say that, but it's just something. Every time I get the women commercial for some reason, stuff that I don't need and I'm not gonna buy.
I've had a few of those too, man. You're not by yourself.
I
Did you
remember
guys
when
see
Chris
that,
was on
that
here.
meme or that tweet that was controversial?
With who?
Do you guys see that? Do you guys see that tweet with where it said Vince McMahon paid more for the adult fun than buying ECW?
Oh,
Really?
I've never seen that.
Yeah,
haven't
I
heard
just saw
that.
that.
I haven't seen it either.
Apparently, he paid more to have sex with one of his workers more than on ECW.
Now he's still on TV right now. He was on SmackDown and Raw, and he's got 5 law firms investigating him now. 5.
Yeah, I just read that earlier today.
Viewership.
That is
You
nuts.
need
How
more
is he
viewers.
still-
That's why. Because think about
Eventually, they're gonna take him off TV.
he's,
Like the
he's
like the
probably
next work,
Oh my gosh.
like the network will take him off TV. They see it's gonna get that out of hand.
Oh, definitely.
unless
You
he's
know
got
what?
a network in the fuck it.
He needs to retire anyways.
You know, I have an interesting theory. What
He should
if?
retire. What if he
What if
retired?
Nick Khan? What if he has done all this on purpose just to take over WWE?
Oh, I could see
What if, like,
that.
he's one at least,
You know what? I can
release
totally see that though.
But
having
I
an
think
affair.
they've been I think they've been investigating this since January.
Really?
Mm,
It just
It
now,
barely came
damn.
to light now.
yeah,
It did seem like it was
they-
pretty quick how it came out. You know.
because him and Linda McMahon's been separated since sometime last year.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
They have been separated. So that's what I'm
just
saying.
now-
This has been going on longer than fans and all of us know. So
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
been
no telling how long it's actually been going on.
the news just finally got out somehow.
I think it was what, a paralegal that he was cheating with, that he was having an affair with, a paralegal, something like that.
I think I know who it is.
Jeez. I mean, because it's not a wrestler. It's somebody that was on the like
someone was speculating, and I don't know if this person or not, but Rosa Mendez.
But,
do you remember who Rosa Mendez is?
Really?
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. If it's her
You know
or
what?
not,
I can see how people would think that though.
That's
but
shit.
I could definitely see how people would speculate on that.
Like I heard a lot that it was somebody who's not a wrestler. Like they're they're not a wrestler. Like that's what I've been hearing.
Yeah,
So
I think it's a paralegal that's working with them.
But they can use that to swerve the story, so it doesn't seem like it's one of the talent or, one of the media personalities. I guess you could say.
I hope Morgan and Morgan gets on him.
Another commercial. Dang.
I got a WWE commercial.
And not to mention John Laurinaitis being the lead of his duties. So something's going on, man. The firing John Laurinaitis. Vince is stepping down. Bruce Pritchard. Yeah.
He took over. I hope Stephanie McMahon fires Kevin Dunn. I hope so.
I wouldn't be surprised if that happened though.
He needs to get his teeth fixed. He has all these years. He's had all that kind of money and still can't get his teeth fixed. Well,
Still looks like a beaver.
I got that from Jim Cornette.
Dude, let me tell you something. If I was him and I struck it rich and I had a bomb ass job that I can just fix my teeth and stuff, that's the first thing I'd do is fix my grill. He's like, nope. I like to have my teeth look just the way they are.
Man. That'll be embarrassing. But like I heard, Stephanie and Triple H does not like Kevin Dunn. So
I heard they split. I don't know how true that is either. I heard Stephanie and Triple H split, but I'm pretty sure that's a rumor because I know they have a family and everything. So I don't know how true that is.
I hope not.
They're still together. Because she was posting pictures and supporting him during his heart failure.
Yeah, here it is.
Oh.
Oh my God! He's like half man, half beaver.
You are listening to the All Elite Zone. Thank you for supporting us.
I bet you can sharpen his own pencil with his teeth.
You're just showing off your amazing grill.
After all these years,
stick a pencil in Kevin Dunn's mouth. He'll sharpen your pencil.
Oh man!
What does he even do for the company now?
I don't know. Well, Jim Cornette would say that that Kevin Dunn would always say that he's not in the wrestling business. He's in the sports. I forget how he put it.
He's the sports entertainment business.
He says that like he's not in the wrestling business. He's a. I'd have to go back on that. Jim Cornette says a lot about that. That he's not a wrestling producer. He's not a wrestling, but he works for a wrestling company.
Oh wow, this is that crowd. Oh,
Think a lot.
Good move.
Like,
Spill to the floor.
Oh man.
Wow.
Oh boy.
This is the WrestleMania.
Something's about to happen.
We need more stuff like this at Manias. We're all out. Who's on commentary?
See, I would love to
right
see this kind of thing come back.
someone's just gonna go to a table.
I just love hearing
JR on the microphone.
Is it JR and the King? Is that it, or is there another one?
Yeah, it's the King and Taz, I believe.
Oh, Taz, yes.
I think Taz is out there. Yeah, Taz is out there.
I wish they would use him more. commentating. Oh,
Oh, Jesus Christ. That looked like it freaking hurt.
Building it. Oh,
You see that angle slam to the
Oh.
post? That looks so freaking painful.
Ugh. Did I look?
And Sean already has a bad back as it is. Ugh, jeez.
she whipped.
These earphones are not sticking in.
I
How
have
do
the
you
same problem
feel?
with these. I have to keep pushing them in.
I've had them for a long time, and now they're all of a sudden doing this.
I'm good.
Maybe it's time to invest in a new pair.
Looks like
That's what I need to
so.
do. I need to get me a new pair.
I might switch to earbuds.
I don't want to go to Five Below and get some, but now
Hey,
I don't know if you know what that store is. Five Below.
I love Five Below.
Is it kind of like
But-
the Dollar General and stuff like that, where everything's like $5 and below?
Well,
Pretty
now it's some things are over $5.
Dang inflation.
I don't. I want like they used to have some WWE wrestlers in there.
Oh, they had retros. I was kicking I should have jumped in and got the retro figures because they had a whole bunch of them. They had like Hardy and so they had Hardy, seen there a lot, and I believe Moxley.
Hmm.
They were like warmers almost in a way. And then if I was a kid though, I would love to get the Roman Reigns t-shirt they have there though. They like this like costume shirt that has the championship belt and like the little fist
man.
thing.
Dave
Hmm.
Meltzer
Dog-
is really going to hurt AEW. Dave Meltzer
What
put
happened?
out that Dave Meltzer said that Bryan Danielson may be out for quite some time. He could be out for a
Really?
month.
Oh no, what's going on with him?
Well, he got injured at Double or Nothing, that Anarchy match, and he ain't been back since.
That's true.
Like he,
I didn't think he was going to be out that long.
Like he had a meet and greet, and he couldn't even make it to it.
That's sad.
Damn.
I hope it doesn't ruin it. I hope it doesn't like hurt AEW. I hope that, but like I said, they do have some other talent that could step in his shoes. That's
Yeah.
one thing I have to admit. At least my personal opinion, that they've done. At least if need be, they have talent that can step up.
Yeah, Kurt Angle's getting desperate. He's fixing to get desperate now.
Oh,
See, he's already getting that kind of tone. I can just tell by his facial expressions. Suplex.
just look at
I hate
his
these
facial.
And he gets that insane, like, serial killer look in his eyes, like he's
Yeah.
gonna murder you.
Like, just look at Sean's face. Like, the way that he's selling it, and look at how like just the pressure that he's doing, like Kurt Angle's doing. I wish more wrestlers would do
Yeah.
groundwork like this. I think we need more of this in any promotion, not just AEW or WWE, but man, this is some
Like,
great groundwork.
Like facial expressions too. Like Kurt Angle is the best at that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
If you want,
really sell those emotions.
that dude would cry. Would
I'm sorry.
he would do anything?
That was a funny slap.
Yeah.
He was like,
Oh,
What the? That's the referee who said that slap.
nice.
Why is the referee clapping?
Okay. So
I
people
don't
should
know.
not get
That's a
mad
good
at
question.
Aubrey Edwards. This ref is doing the same stuff Aubrey Edwards does now. And I think referees need to do more of this to be part of the story.
That's Brian Hebner, I think.
Yeah.
He was young there. See, Kurt Angle's already getting desperate. You can just tell by his facial expression.
Yeah.
Yep.
Once he hits
Uh-oh.
the like angle slam, he kicks out. That's when he's gonna get desperate. Uh-oh. Suplex from top rope. Low.
Man.
I just forget how good Shawn Michaels is. Every time I watch him, I'm still impressed.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the man has had some classic matches over a span of decades.
Over and over. Another wrestler that they did dirty with his last match.
Ugh.
Yeah, they
He
should,
should be
they,
retired.
they should have just left his match with the Undertaker and let that had been it.
They should have.
Yeah.
That,
And again, I guess blood money talks.
that was
Right.
and they do all the stupidest matches in Saudi Arabia, like the Undertaker and Goldberg. Then they did that match. I will say that
Yeah.
the greatest Royal Rumble actually I think it was 50 people.
Yeah, I was.
Or was it
Mhm.
100?
I just loved when Titus Worldwide decided to slide into
Yeah.
everybody's
That was
DMs.
like one of the best moments of the whole show. Was when
I
Tyson
like
went
that
into the ring.
Battle Royal. What? Oh, we almost didn't get that.
Ooh.
Oh
Almost.
man.
Kind of lost his balance. Or his knee. He's gonna.
The knee. Oh.
Shawn Michaels' nose. Maybe his nose is bleeding.
Oh.
Then it was red. Uh-oh.
I love this. This is good suspense. We need more. Like I said, this is.
If he does that, it's gonna
Oh
hurt.
jeez.
If he does that,
I'll just hit another commercial. Damn it.
that doesn't even look
All right, now
right
I'm back.
now.
What time skip are y'all on?
I'm where Kurt Angle's fixing to suplex Shawn Michaels outside the ring.
I'm at 15:45.
Okay, yeah, I'm okay. That's what I'm on.
Low blow.
Oh man.
And Kurt Angle's the heel in this.
That's funny.
Yeah, Kurt's the heel, I believe, in this one.
Is he?
Shawn
And then
Michaels-
Sean pulled the heel move.
I heard the crowd talking. Oh! Ow! That's gotta hurt.
He's getting desperate. Like both of them.
That's
Fixing to get.
Ring.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh
that was
shit.
good.
No.
That was
Oh
a good
man.
frog.
How'd that table
Oh.
not break when they
That was a stiff table. Oh my gosh.
When the table doesn't break, that's probably when it hurts the worst.
Yeah.
Oh, that great replay.
And I miss when they would do a move like that, and all the cameras would go off. Like you don't see that anymore.
That was a nice camera shot though through the table.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could go back.
What
in
are those
time
tables
and
made
actually
out of?
see this. They're reinforced with steel, Connor. Don't you hear JR say it? They're reinforced with steel.
I don't know if that they would never
Or some,
break
like-
down.
Some balls of wood, something like that.
Actually, I wonder if it's made of like the same tables as New Japan's, because New Japan tables don't break.
Oh, those are thick tables. Those are really thick tables.
I remember that time. Can't remember who was it, but Jim Ross fell down or something at New Japan.
Oh shoot! Really?
I can't remember. I can't remember when that was, but like his whole face was bruised out.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I do know what you're talking about.
Someone did a move and then he fell back or something.
Yeah.
It was
Oh
him and
my
Josh
God.
Barnett. No. Kurt Angle's mouth bleeding. Now he's getting. What
Did this
time?
get a 5-star
Oh,
rating
yeah.
on this match? This has got to be a 5-star match.
He's fixing to get desperate now.
Just the storytelling right there in these moments just now. I mean, that right there encapsulates that whole beef between him and Shawn Michaels. Them staring each other down. Kurt Angle bleeding from his mouth. I mean,
You know, I think the
that's storytelling right there.
I think the last time I saw a match like this it had to have been Hangman versus Bryan Danielson.
That was a great match.
Because just watching Hangman like move, like he reminds me of Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Yeah, very similar to their styles. Well, their styles are very similar. Excuse me.
Buckshot to a super kick.
Oh.
Shawn Michaels getting his second win. Oh, elbow drop. I think Sean's always had one of the coolest elbow drops next to Macho
Yeah.
Man's.
Yeah, Macho Man had. I think I would say Macho Man first, then I would go with
Yeah,
Michaels. Super kick! Oh no! No!
tune that band up.
Looks like Kurt Angle just destroyed the band.
Oh,
What's your guys' favorite AEW tag team match? My favorite AEW tag team match was the Young Bucks versus Hangman and Kenny at Revolution 2020.
that was a super cool match, though. That was really good.
I would say
Hangman
FTR
and-
and Young Bucks.
Yeah, that was a good match. Like Hangman and
Hardys
Kenny
and
was
the
my favorite.
Bucks.
Like Hangman and Kenny Omega was my favorite tag team champions so far. They've been my favorite.
The story that they told for 2 years, from winning the tag
Yeah.
titles as
Mhm.
friends to literally fighting over the biggest championship in current wrestling. That is Tony Khan's best booking right there. I think he needs to go back to that. But then again, we did
The
get
Wardlow and MJF was pretty good.
that one was
and-
great.
Yeah, that was solid.
CM Punk and MJF was amazing, but
Oh, that was
like Hangman and Kenny, they built on that pretty much when AEW first started, really, kind of.
Yeah,
That's why I think
But, like, they
MJF
slowly- Yeah, like they slowly start building on it. I think towards the beginning of 2020, I would say.
I don't.
Hmm.
I think MJF will come back here, and I would probably give it a few more months. And then once Punk comes back, does his first title defense back, I think we'll see MJF return. I think that's when we'll see
yeah.
that one of the best storylines, hopefully, in wrestling. But who knows? Wrestling is a weird thing. Hell, I thought Cody was going to stick in all of wrestling. Now look at him.
Angle Slayer.
Ooh.
Exactly.
That's gonna be funny.
But I would love to see part 2 of MJF and CM Punk. I mean, the story is not complete. I don't think you should shut the story down yet. I think
He's
there's more
crying.
to tell with that story, between
Kurt Angle
MJF
crying.
and CM Punk.
That's
Y'all
why
see Kurt Angle crying. This is a desperate right here.
Yeah, look at us. He does have one of the funniest cry faces, though.
he's going off the top. No. Oh, bad moonsault. That's gotta be a hard
Okay,
hit.
so he put his straps back on just to take them back down. You notice that?
More surface area.
He's like, okay, they're going back up. All right, now they're coming back down. Now you're in for it. Ugh,
Come on.
perfect backflip, though. That was a perfect moonsault. I'll give him that. He didn't land it, but it was a perfect moonsault.
Yeah, for the people in the audience, the viewers watching, for next week's best of or live special, what would you guys like to see next week?
Should we put a poll up on Twitter as well?
That'd be-
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Here's an angle slam for top rope. He ain't gonna get it either.
Oh man, an avalanche angles. What? Are you kidding me?
He needs to put
Look
Look at his face. Look at Kurt's face.
Are we done a best of Shawn Michaels?
That was a good move, though. I gotta
He's
say.
pissed. He's doing a twin trap.
Jeez, man. Oh, sweet chin music.
He's
It was
pissed.
out.
Super. He ain't gonna get the pin.
What about the best of the double?
Ooh.
That'd
That was a good one.
The best of double C's. Christian Cage.
Look at that crowd
Best
on their
DJ.
feet.
No,
Yeah.
Google.
Everyone's on their feet. Kurt Angle, he angle slammed him on the top rope and still didn't do it. He's
Jeez.
No, Waffle
And then
Star.
took a super kick. And then
then Shawn Michaels ain't even gonna cover.
Gee,
He's
this
selling.
has got to be top 10 WrestleMania matches of all time.
Yeah.
Oh, just that super kick, like
See, Shawn Michaels is gonna pin now, but he's gonna get two. He didn't took like an hour to
yeah,
cover
it's a
him.
lot of time.
hey, this
Ain't
is
no
when
way.
he's
You
starting
see
to get old.
Sean's face as he's covering him.
Yeah.
Oh, just
Oh,
barely.
man. Barely.
You hear that crowd whenever you hear that crowd when Kurt kicked
Moment.
out. They're like,
They're still in shock.
They're just hugging each other.
jeez. This
Hey.
match still holds up, though. This match totally holds up.
Oh,
Shawn
yeah.
Michaels is telling Kurt Angle, after the match, we're gonna
Drink some
have a
beers.
few drinks. Yeah, we're gonna have a
Thanks
few
for
drinks.
that. Sorry. Oh.
Maybe Stone Cold be in the back. Have a few beers. Maybe a few milk.
Can I get a hell yeah?
Have a couple of Steve Weisers.
Steel washers. I'm gonna drink some milk.
When Chris was on here on Friday, that cracked me up about. He said someone died, but he ended up saying he didn't say that. But Kurt Angle's got that ankle out. He looks pissed.
Oh shoot, yeah. Good.
Oh, he has it in there good, too.
Oh, Shawn Michaels is
You know,
so
he has that ankle up
proud of
good.
it.
His facial expression says it
Oh,
all.
he pulled him back.
I have to admit, I think
He won't let go.
He
wrestling
ain't gonna-
has got to be Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair.
Yeah, I was good.
Ah.
Oh, you're not getting away. He's trying to reverse it. He
Kurt has him right in the middle of the ring.
ain't getting out. Oh man.
Yeah, like an ankle lock, that's a legit move that can really mess you up. I've been putting an ankle lock before. It's not pleasant.
He ain't gonna get out.
So
He
Mr.
keeps trying to
Jacobs.
reverse
Oh,
it.
grapevine it.
Oh,
Sit
Put the
back.
grapevine on it.
I'm gonna hold my comment there for a second. Wow, these guys are really putting on a clinic. Like you could show any wrestling
Hell
fan
yeah.
this, and this will be like classic, fans, modern fans. Like so, this is something that you could show anybody. Anybody can enjoy this.
Dude, I
Jim
agree.
Ross-
This is a
Jim
match
Ross-
that you would show somebody to get them into watching wrestling.
Yeah, Jim
Just
Ross is
for-
going crazy right now.
Just for you, Caleb. My
Yeah.
God, they are tearing each other apart. My God, I kill them.
I don't see how he hasn't tapped out by now.
That's what I'm saying,
It's not
dude.
hard.
Any other person, any normal person would have tapped the hell out by now.
He's Mr.
Or the ankle would have been
WrestleMania.
broken.
Is he gonna tap?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, Sean. Tap, 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 tap. He's fighting it so hard.
He has an ankle, grapevine, man. Oh,
Yeah, good job.
wow.
He made
Nah.
sure he tapped
Wow,
out.
what a finish. I remember, what a finish.
Like every time Shawn Michaels would try to reverse it, he'd find a way to put it back in.
Just
That
That
was a
was,
good match.
that was so brilliant. Man, Sean held out so long before he tapped
This
out,
was-
man. I would have tapped out from the get go.
Kurt Angle was the
For
heel,
real,
and
because the ankle lock hurts.
Kurt Angle was the heel, and fans were clapping for him.
Oh,
that was a very
had-
Yeah.
He made a babyface turn tonight. Or that
He's-
night.
He got desperate a little bit. I like when people kick out and he gets mad.
That was a match.
I mean, you ever notice in a lot of matches where if it's really good, you don't care who's the baby face, you don't care who's the heel.
Oh, no.
You just get invested in the match itself, and that's one of those matches I think that you just get so invested in that you just stop caring who's the good guy, who's the bad guy. You just want to see them, bring the best out of each other and see a clear winner.
Oh, yes. That was good.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Chris Ward had an AJ Styles versus Kurt Angle.
Yeah, TNA Genesis
Oh.
still there, isn't it? That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I got it on deck now.
For some reason, it's not on my end. For some reason, let me see.
Oh, how about them Cowboys?
I'm a Packers man myself.
All right, I got it.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well the match is gone now. Okay, so the one that I'm looking at now is AJ Styles versus Kurt Angle versus Sting versus Matt Morgan.
That's the one that's up next.
Yeah, because the one that was just on, whenever I refreshed my page, it disappeared. So now it's the last one is AJ Styles versus Sting.
Huh. I don't know what happened. See, now it just disappeared on me again.
So we're gonna do AJ Styles, Kurt Angle, and Sting, and Matt Morgan.
I guess so. Because
Yeah,
I just had it pulled
yeah.
up, and then I don't know where it says this video is unavailable. How much you want to bet?
Oh, okay.
Someone took the video.
They could have
down.
blocked you from. They could have blocked us from watching it. Yeah,
All of a sudden, like just now,
Is it-
after all these years,
that happens all the time, though.
after all these
Really?
years,
Like right when we're getting ready to watch it.
2010. Well, the next match is Styles versus Kurt Angle versus Sting versus Matt Morgan. This should be a very good match.
All right, you guys ready? Let's
All
go.
right, let's
I press play.
Anything with
I don't know
AJ
what
Styles
happened there.
is phenomenal.
Man, this is whenever I think AJ was going into his phenomenal thing. Because before
Yeah,
that, he didn't do all that.
Yeah, I tried going back to the match and it said this video is unavailable in your territory.
See, that happens
All
a
of a
lot,
sudden-
though. It happens a lot.
But all of a sudden, after 10 years, like that match was 10 years ago. All of a sudden, right when we're fixing to watch it, then you decided to take it down. After all these years.
It's crazy,
Lucifer.
dude.
After all these years. But this match should be a good match for this Fatal 4-Way. And fans been asking for
Yeah,
Matt Morgan matches.
there we
It's a
go.
good way to.
I've always said that Matt Morgan was so, I would say, underrated. I think.
He
I've
was
never
huge.
watched him wrestle.
People think that the Big Show or Greg Khali is big, but if you see him in person, that dude is huge.
Oh, geez.
Oh, Matt Morgan. Yeah, he's big.
I seen him at a WrestleCon one time. I didn't meet him, but I seen him going into his car. Like he has a special made car.
He's that big?
Yeah, he's 7 foot tall, I think.
And you can't teach that?
Yeah, the dude's huge.
Yeah.
You can't teach that. But you know what? You want to know something funny? You know, the wrestler I thought that would be huge in reality. In reality, he was a lot shorter than I thought when I met him in person. Was
He's 7'4".
what's his face? Lars Sullivan. I thought he would be much bigger in person, but he's like, he's not shorter or nothing like that, but he's like smaller than you would expect him to look.
Hey, the camera adds a few.
Like they
inches.
make him look big on TV. They made him look big on TV. I mean,
Matt
but
Morgan
yeah,
is
Lars Sullivan was
7'4".
like
7'4".
7'4".
Are you kidding me?
How much
7'4".
does he weigh?
Bigger.
300 pounds.
Damn,
How
see,
big is
dude's huge.
Big Show? How much? Big Show's 7 foot. He's taller than the Big Show.
So he makes Big Show look like a child.
Yeah, he's taller than the Big Show.
So he's a great
Jesus.
color.
How tall is Shaq?
Ooh. Great
Is he
color.
taller than
Great
Shaq
color.
is?
Great Khali's 7'1".
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal. He's 7'1". He's still taller than
Damn.
that.
He's
that
taller
big.
than Shaq, too.
Well, that 7'4". Like going into everyone's house, you have to duck. I get.
Does he still wrestle or is he retired?
He's semi-retired, I guess. He hasn't wrestled in years. He's something in Florida. I mean, he is an American politician now. State of
Really?
Florida.
Well, he is in politics. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Don't you think it's funny that a lot of these wrestlers, whenever they end their careers, they decide to go into politics? I mean, I don't think it's surprising at all, but it's just funny, I think.
Let's do.
What Sama Singh? I want to see how tall he is.
Is this Joker Sting?
No, not yet. I don't think so.
I don't think.
I know
so.
Sting was always taller than the Ultimate Warrior, though. He was always bigger than the Ultimate Warrior. Because I remember that's one of the things that I noticed back when they were tag teaming a long time ago. That Sting was always bigger.
What? Sama Singh is 7'4" too.
Hmm.
You know the one in. He's in AEW now.
Yeah. So he's 7'4" too.
Really?
Yeah, I can. Yeah. He's the only one that I. Who's the tallest person in the world? I don't know.
The tallest person in the world. I used to know that, but I forgot. I think the tallest person in the world passed away not too long ago. But... Or the person who held the record.
The tallest person in the world was Robert Waldlow. He was 8'11".
Holy cow!
8'11".
Dang.
What? That's damn near a giant, dude.
Eat the vegetables and drink the milk.
What qualifies as a giant? Like over like 10 feet tall.
And he was. That's way. He died in 1940.
1940. Wow.
And his parents were short. I don't know.
Man, that's
Remember, there was
amazing.
this giant MMA fighter. He was this. I think he was Japanese, either Japanese or Chinese, but he was a giant MMA fighter. I forget his name.
Currently, the tallest person currently in the world is. I can't pronounce her name, but 8 feet 3 inches, 8'3".
8'3".
But
That, jeez,
the tallest person ever was 8'11".
that is huge.
Almost 9 feet. Like, eventually
Damn.
the body can't. What if someone reached 10 feet? How would they go places?
I mean, like, what would be considered a giant? Like, how big do you have to be considered a giant?
Shoot. Kurt Angle's TNA theme. It's on another level. I like this TNA theme a little bit better. Andre Giant was only 7'4", but that seems like just
Yeah,
seeing
Andre
the
the Giant was like 7'4". Yeah.
just by seeing the tallest person in the world makes Andre Giant look short. 8.
Man. But you think about those health problems that those tall people have to deal with. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, Andre Giant, like his body wouldn't stop growing, and he just grew and grew, and eventually his heart couldn't take it.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
There was a documentary on HBO, and he could always say that he couldn't go anywhere without being, noticed, just because he was a
Yeah.
giant. He told Randy Savage, "No baby oil."
That was the story The Rock used to tell about him and Andre the Giant hanging out all the time, and how Andre would explain how he was always different because of the fact that people always gawked at him and looked at him everywhere he went. And I don't know what kind of context it was in, but I remember The Rock talking about how him and Andre would always talk about how Andre had to deal with all these problems, and how he had to have like double the seats when he went on airplanes, and like everywhere he went was an issue. And like it must be hard to deal with that kind of thing as somebody that deals with that disease. What is it, giant? I forget what it's called, but it's the disease that the Big Show has also. But yeah, I mean, just dealing with all that, man, it's gotta suck.
Yeah. At some point,
Gigantism or something like that.
eventually, if you're that tall, it probably can become how I put it. It probably becomes difficult because
Yeah.
not everywhere is made for people that big. Like cars and restaurants,
Right.
especially restaurants.
Planes.
Oh man, I'd hate that. A plane, you're that big. Oh
That would suck.
man, you have to. And even if you got to the airport and you still couldn't go because that's not something I would wish on anyone.
Right.
What did you weigh in this morning at?
200 pounds.
Sting got a hefty 250.
I remember asking who invented wrestling, and it said wrestling was invented by the Greeks,
Mm-hmm.
3000 BC.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's like wrestling, amateur wrestling, or
It's probably amateur wrestling, not pro wrestling.
Greco-Roman. I believe I think it's what it's called, Greco-Roman. It's like the earliest forms of wrestling, where they would pack coliseums from miles around and just to watch them wrestle and see who's the best.
I wonder if anyone knows that. Like, who was the actual inventor of pro wrestling? Who's this?
I mean, it's hard to pinpoint who invented it. I think who people that made it popular as far as traction in America and everything was like Jess McMahon, Vince McMahon Sr.'s dad, and I forget his last name. I forget his first name, but his last name was Gotch. He was a wrestler, and him and I think Jess McMahon, they kind of started that whole thing to where like Capital Wrestling turned into WWF, which turned into WWF, which is now WWE.
And soon will be owned by Disney.
Think about that, dude. Owned by Disney. I mean, hell, they're buying up everything now anyway, so
Might as well. In this corner. Welcome. The big dog.
Who's it going?
Next thing you know, Mickey Mouse is going to be trying to buy the presidency.
Who?
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey for president.
We just see Mickey Mouse out.
Oh.
You see on the
No, we're just talking about how Disney's buying up everything and how eventually Disney's going to
Oh.
own the country. It's in
Stay
the
by-
world.
Because don't they on
It-
Hulu?
Potentially they might, because I know they got the Disney bundle where you get Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, people do not like Kurt Angle, do they?
Damn.
The only thing that Disney doesn't own is Warner Media, but Discovery bought that out, and it just became even more chaos.
It's like a giant merger is happening. Like I think we're only gonna have like 2 or 3 major companies.
Warner Brothers, they need. I don't know. They just. I don't know how to put it. I mean, like I see it on the superhero side of things with DC and stuff. This is a big disaster. Like they want to make a Justice League without Superman and Batman. How can you do that?
Mm.
Like
Money
growing
talks,
up,
man. Money talks.
like, and then they want to replace them with superheroes that is not going to make a big budget movie.
Mm.
I do not want to
You
see
got a
Michael
point.
Keaton. I don't want to see Michael Keaton's Batman. And this generation's Justice League. I mean, maybe come back, but
I kind of want to see Michael Keaton do Batman Beyond though.
I'm a big restore to Snyderverse guy. You know what that means.
I'm not gonna lie, I need to get caught up on all of them. I haven't.
Well, story is Zack Snyder, like the Justice League movie. Have you seen the Justice League movie?
I have not actually. No.
Well, the one that was released in theaters was not supposed to be the one that came out. Zack Snyder had 90% of his cut filmed. Then, tragically, his daughter committed suicide, and he didn't want to. He wanted to take some time off, so they took him out as director, and they brought in the Avengers movie director of Age of
that's
Ultron,
gotcha.
and brought him in. Then he changed everything, took things out, and he took out the best parts. And then but like he was good with Marvel, but he came to DC and it was a disaster.
I wonder if he did that on purpose.
I've
See,
always thought about
exactly.
that.
That's what I'm thinking.
Always
Like
thought
it'd be like sabotaging them on purpose.
Because think about it, Justice League was supposed to be, as big as the Avengers.
Like
Pretty
was
much. I mean,
like when they released that, like they did release Zack Snyder's cut, he got to do some reshots and stuff. And if you watch the two films, his film is totally different than the one that was released in theaters.
I need to go back and watch this haircut. For sure.
A lot of people say it is a lot more darker, and they would say it's too expensive, but I believe it'd be money making.
But DC is a little more edgier than the Avengers, just when it comes to movies.
They
yeah.
in the Snyder cut, Batman dropped the F-bomb. Or
Really?
yeah, Ben Affleck. Yeah, he
Nice.
to the Joker. How did we even begin talking? I don't know how we began talking about this, but
Fair enough. It happens.
It's the flow of consciousness.
Don't forget to check out our spin-off pod, Marvel and DC Talk.
like if I'm gonna pick one or the other, it's gonna be Marvel. But DC could be the biggest one, but stupid ideas from bad creators.
I think wrestling fans and comic book fans are one and the same.
Stupid ideas from bad creative.
And then the director from the Avengers, he came in Cyborg, who I forget what his name is, but he's like the character who played Cyborg. Like the director made a lot of racist comments and stuff.
No
and
kidding.
Oh shit.
he threatened to end. Wonder Woman, Gail. Um, you know who plays Wonder Woman?
Yeah, I know who she is. I forget how to say her last name myself.
Oh,
Uh,
Margot Robbie.
yeah, he threatened
Yeah, I
her.
think that's yeah.
He threatened to ruin her
Ooh,
career and end her career of acting.
she's
He
like one of the
pissed off
best.
Ben
Jeez.
Affleck. It was just a lot of, but you could tell with Zack Snyder's, everyone was happy and stuff, and that's just bad business.
Hmm.
Samoa Joe.
Joe, 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 Joe.
What is BJK? No surrender.
We'll take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back.
Okay, man.
You can keep playing. I'm watching it from my bathroom.
Nice. Multitasking. I see a lot of similarities to where AEW was or AEW is now, and then where TNA was at this time. So it's definitely catering to us fans for sure.
Yeah.
Do you really wonder, like, so is this being Universal Studios? Are these guys real fans, or are they just there for free entertainment?
At the dark tapings.
No, like for well for
Oh,
this
for
pay-per-view.
TNA.
Yeah.
There might have been a mixture because I see some fans wearing Sting face paint,
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
but I could definitely see like people, they're at Universal Studios and they see it and they buy tickets. Well, with AEW, when they're in Universal Dark, mostly they have a few people who know what AEW is, and mostly they have people who doesn't even know what AEW is. And that's kind of a good way to have
Way
new
to
fans
market
to
it.
watch your product. Yeah,
Put on people like bring in like Chris Statlander, the Acclaimed, Ruby Soho. Just, they'd be good because they're going over into Rampage and Dynamite. So
yeah. If they really like it, they'll watch it on TV, and that's another
Mm.
fan you've gained. But I don't know who anyone is, and then the crowd's kind of quiet. But it, it's a it could be a good thing and a bad thing. Here's something I made. 2017 Justice League and the Zack Snyder's. There's a big difference.
That's a huge difference.
And then some people say it's the same movie, but yeah, here's the best one, Superman. There's a
Hmm. Was that the one where they had to CGI his mustache?
yeah here yeah it was the first scene when the movie started. This is 2017 to 2021. Zack Snyder's is so much better. Like in
Hmm.
every way, it's better. It's better than the one that came out in theaters.
I'd love to see a Injustice movie.
That'd
Like
be cool.
like the cartoon, but in a live action.
Yeah, because
That'd be good.
I've seen clips of the cartoon. It's amazing. Slash the game. So I think they could do it. Yeah, they already have the fan base that's loyal to it, and then people are always wanting to see like a superhero turn heel basically.
They actually do
Right.
that in the Snyder Cut, kind of. Well,
Ooh.
if they was gonna have a part 2 and part 3, Superman was gonna be. Well, if you watch the Snyder Cut at the end credits, Superman is the villain in the second and third one. Like,
See,
it just,
that's they need to bring that back.
I know that's why Restore the Snyderverse is a thing, but like Discovery bought it out, the company, and they're hoping they'll continue it. But
Then
I
again, I
definitely
think
recommend.
superhero movies are kind of dead.
Like I definitely like I recommend watching the 2017, then watching the Snyder Cut to see the similarities. Like there's a lot of colleges who do that now ever since, because like just the little things can make a movie that better. Like a lot of production schools,
Yeah.
a lot of production classes, Full Sail University. Like they look at both films, and like little things can make a movie so much better. I hate
Just
this.
want to say, poor Styles, man. He's just been thrown around.
I'm gonna have to get some new headphones. All of a sudden, I use these ever since I started the podcast. So
When did you start it?
I believe it was last year in November. I think
Almost coming up on our 1 year. Sweet.
it was.
They're just taking turns beating up Styles.
Poor Styles.
Yeah, I ain't seen him in a while. Well, yeah, he's now in the ring. Oh,
Someone needs to make a meme of this where where Angle's management and Morgan is the customers and then Styles is the retail worker. Ugh.
You notice how Matt Morgan towers over AJ Styles? That is nuts.
No grown man should tower over another man like that.
oh, wow. He's that tall and he's able to do that.
Jeez.
He's a big
Yeah.
beefy boy, isn't he?
He's huge.
Actually, I think he's a better wrestler.
For a
than
guy
Big
that
Show.
big, he's agile.
He's just tall.
Do you think if booked right that Gilbert could have been the biggest star in wrestling?
Gilbert?
You know what? I think
Maybe.
if done the right way, sure, why not, man? It's wrestling. Why
Any
not?
wrestler could be over for the right. Look at James Ellsworth. You know, like how did that? You know, he had a nice little
Exactly.
run there for a
Great
second.
example. That was a damn good example. James Ellsworth.
No chin music.
Damn good example.
Yeah, this thing with Carmella.
No chin music.
Weird. Well, think about it. They got Shark Boy over.
Yeah.
Really got, a mortician over. Because think about it, on paper, Undertaker does not sound like a cool gimmick. Mark really went all town on that. So, you know what? Anything's possible in wrestling.
Yeah.
Look at Jericho's personal security guard, Rufus. He got over.
Rufus.
Just
That was,
one
yeah, I loved Rufus. I loved Rufus. That was cool.
Anything can happen. Think about it. You had a sports entertainment guy do a death match. You had it's Cardona versus Nick Gage. So you know what? Anything's possible.
Exactly. Never say never.
Never say
know?
never. Oh,
AJ Styles.
that was a
That
fast
was
class.
wow, perfectly done.
Man, I want him to bring it back that fast. Holy cow.
Wow.
I wish
That was a
WWE
damn
would-
good Styles clash.
I wish they could have done AJ and Roman Reigns at SummerSlam instead of Roman and Brock again.
I am so sick of Brock.
That would have been so much better.
They're just
Yeah.
gonna wear that
They're
out.
doing it one more again.
But I think they're
They're gonna
suffering
roll
from
that whole
hurt.
thing to the wheels fall off.
And then you watch next year's WrestleMania. If they don't get The Rock, it's gonna be Rock and Brock. No, Rock and Roman.
Rock and Roman, and the Rock's gonna put over Roman.
Gosh,
No,
I can already tell you who's gonna win.
no. Next year's WrestleMania,
Roman's
they
gonna
could,
beat the Rock.
if they book it now, they could have Roman versus The Rock next year at WrestleMania.
because I've been kind of thinking. I think
Yeah.
Cody's gonna face Seth Rollins at Mania this year. Is next year.
Oh man, he's gonna whoop him a fourth time in a row.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He already swept him. Sweep him one
Dude,
more time.
Cody was given so many more. Like nothing against Seth Rollins, but Cody was having way better matches in AEW.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
curious why he left, unless money talks.
There was a lot more to it.
I think so too. A lot more.
It's because Cody was no longer booking.
Because he keeps on saying it was very personal. Like he always says that it was very personal. The reason he left.
Yeah.
Maybe he just got they apologized to him for Stardust. Promised him a championship.
Yeah. See,
When,
I'm thinking too. Like eventually, he's gonna be wearing gold.
yeah, when
Cody's
Cody
kinda-
was signed with WWE, he said he doesn't want to hear Stardust not once. That's what he said. I don't want to hear that not once. But he's such big of his character is so big that he doesn't need to be changing anything.
Oh no! Like I'm surprised they kept his theme song and logo and.
Mm-hmm.
That's their plan, is to get like MJF, some of the ones over there, just by having Cody do the exact same thing in AEW and having someone like MJF and Wardlow jump on board.
I don't think Wardlow's lead.
Man, that was
Styles won.
a good move.
Oh, what a match!
AJ Styles.
Is this when he won it the first time?
Oh.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I watched this live. If this is the one,
Guys,
And he beat your Olympic hero to get that belt.
yeah, it was when I watched this live at my grandmother's house.
Christopher Daniels. See, I think if I would have started watching Styles from the start of this run, this storyline, I'd be crying right now. This is awesome. Well deserved.
Man, AJ Styles, man, he was like one of the ones that was there from the very beginning of TNA, you know.
Slammiversary, he was kind of there. He did a video.
I'm glad that WWE allowed him to do that.
Well, I heard that he was actually supposed to be there in person. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to that, but he was supposed to be there.
Because WWE was like, nope, Nikon's like,
and they let
you want to go to TNA?
And Impact let Mickey James go over there. All I get is a virtual. See, I don't know. Like maybe there was some other stuff, but
I hate
man, what a selection of matches, dude. Great job with selections of matches. That was cool.
Yes. That was,
yeah, you're about a few years too late to comment like that.
Yes, he did do it.
Yeah, that was
AJ Styles did win.
AJ did it.
He won years ago.
And he's won more gold since then.
You missed a lot of history. Just now tuning back into wrestling.
Well, think about it. The only company he hasn't won gold in is AEW. He's held every major promotion's belt. Not many wrestlers consider that.
Well,
that's true.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for the best of Kurt Angle.
That was great.
I don't know what happened to the match at Kurt Angle and AJ. Maybe we'll do the best of AJ Styles, and I can put that match on there.
I'd be up for that.
Yeah, a best of AJ Styles it's gonna happen eventually. It it's inevitable not to do that.
Exactly.
Tomorrow night will be our AEW Dynamite live reaction. then Thursday the review, and then Friday Rampage, and we'll do it all over again Monday. And also check out the All Elite Zone social media accounts and link in the description below: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Spotify. You can check out our special guests, what we're gonna open live streams and everything. But yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow for Dynamite.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Peace.